Welcome back to the Thursdays are the Best Days podcast, episode 249. And joining me this week, we got Bruno. Hello.
Hi.
How was your week, Bruno?
Fine until I got sick.
Oh, you got sick?
Yeah.
It's a little late in the winter to be getting sick.
I know.
March. You know what March
You
means?
know, that's how it be.
You know what March means?
What does March mean?
Don't we go back in time in March? Forward in time?
Oh, fuck me.
Like, not this
It's
week, next
forward, but
week, seasons? Sometime in March, I thought. Spring solstice. Because we got that Easter. Easter's coming. Got that spring equinox. Oh, we got an ad, 3 for 1.
bro, too many ads.
Surprised you even get ads. March 12th.
March 12th, there it is. Bro, the
11
brain's
days.
running slow. The skimming technology is loads high right now. I
We're
don't know,
getting that
man.
late soon.
Yeah. When do we stop doing that? Is that gonna ever happen?
It might, well, I don't know if it's for sure, but like, I guess technically this could be the last time there's a strong, but not zero possibility that there might maybe be no more falling back. We might just stay forward. We've basically determined time sucks, so we're just gonna shift it. Because all time's a construct. You know, all that bullshit. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's March. You know what that also means?
No, what does that also mean?
Uh, First Formula One race is in 2 days.
It's race week.
3 days.
Raw
That's race
Seek.
week. You know what else? Well, no, March was. I watched Drive to Survive. I watched all of it.
Did you?
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's almost funny. Because I guess there's like two ways to watch it. There's like you watch it and that's all you watch of F1. And then you watch it after you watched a whole season of F1. So there's no real there's no surprises. Like all the suspense and drama they put in, you're just like, okay. Like um what was a good one? Oh, like um Alpine. I was saying to Fee earlier. Some of like the two hilarious episodes were like Alpine were like, "Oh yeah, we're doing good this season. We're going to finish 4th. Oh yeah, we have two solid drivers we want to go with for next year. They seem great. You know,
Yeah.
things are looking up for us." And then like all they just start memeing on with like Oscar, they like do a little clip. He's like, "I'm a McLaren driver now," and then they just like say, "Oh yeah, Fernando fucking sidelined us, but don't worry, we got Oscar." Then they show the tweet saying, "I, without my permission, I Alpine has released a statement,"
Yeah.
and the guy's sitting there like, you know, I didn't realize this was gonna happen. And you're just sitting here like, you scrub.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like good bad watching.
Yeah, for sure.
With
It's
all the clips of the Benito Benito.
I might have to give it a try again.
Um,
I don't remember how much I even watched, to be honest with you.
dude, I I don't remember watching too like solid. Like I would pop in when Fee had it on, but like Gunther,
Yeah.
he's like the star of the goddamn show. Like for Haas being Haas, I think he's shown like 30 like he has a large margin of fucking all the like time
On
on there.
screen time.
Oh yeah. Um uh he lives in like North Carolina too. Like he lives in America. He lives in America.
Really?
Yeah, he like, just again, he lives in like North Carolina. I did not realize it. Um Gunther F1. He's from He's also Italian. I thought he was German for the longest time. I didn't realize
So he
Gunther
is
was.
Italian.
I didn't realize Gunther was
Let's
an
just
Italian
take
name.
a peek at the Wikipedia.
Um, is it an Italian name? Do you have any Gunthers?
I don't have any Gunthers. No.
Because he was talking Italian to, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. That was the second, or it must be like a third language he knows. Because I have to be like, he probably knows German, like Italian and English, but apparently he's just Italian.
He lives in Mooresville, North Carolina.
Yeah,
But he has citizenship in Italy.
yeah, I assume so. He just chooses not to live there.
Okay, crazy question for you. This is one
Yeah.
of them like game, not game show, but like
Do,
trivia
do, do,
quiz.
do, 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 do.
When was Italy? When did Italy become a country?
Um, oh God. Is that just a random Italian flag you brought up there?
Yeah, I hovered Italy, and
Okay.
it has a little thing.
Okay. I'm like,
That's all.
um, well, it was Italy in World War II. I don't know if it was Italy in World War One. So can I? Well, that was like, can I say like 1920s?
Okay, you're closer than I thought you would be. It's like it was not Italy in World War II. I don't think.
What? They were like
Be-
the.
yep,
What
I
was it?
know. Uh huh. It was the Republic of Italy.
Oh, is that not Italy?
Nope, apparently not.
What?
So like
Oh, so they're
Italy
not. What?
is a like new country. I think it's like 48 if I had to guess. Let me find it quick.
What? Since when?
Okay,
What?
you lie. No. No. Where's the answer that I want? I was watching Northern Line play Jackbox, and it was one of the questions of like when was Italy founded?
So is it like Italy? Italy? I guess. Oh, are they saying like after like fascist Italy found like the modern day Italy we know was like founded in 1946, probably after like the fascist regime of Italy was like toppled?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, I feel like that's like a.
It's a very cop out bullshit answer, but the
I guess
fact that
it
it
is.
was in a game and they had the answer as 1946, I pulled it up.
I guess it is.
Google's when was Italy founded, and it's 1946. It's
I guess
crazy.
I want to judge it, but then like I guess Russia has only been Russia since like the 90s.
Yeah. So it's
I mean,
one of
technically,
those.
technically the Soviet. Like, I
It's one of
mean,
them bullshit trivia questions, is what it
yeah,
is.
I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It's like I don't remember the Soviet Union, but my parents would be like, "Oh yeah, the Soviet Union. That was like,
91 for Russia.
yeah, like for like a large part of my parents' life, it was the Soviet Union, not Russia."
Yeah.
And like, like I honestly, some of the textbooks we probably had in school when we were young, probably still referenced a lot of like.
Probably. Old ass textbooks.
I guess it's the thing kids won't experience as much anymore. Like I didn't go to like
What, having
by any means
outdated
like
information?
yeah, like I don't think I went to like a poor school by any means, but like I went to probably your average school that had books that they needed to make last for a number of years. And
Yeah.
like I mean obviously every year like I'm sure they still have books. Like I'm sure they still have like textbooks, but like in terms of like information they're using to teach kids, I assume it's all like kind of fresh, straight off
If
the
you
press.
had to
Like
get new books every year, it would cost an astronomical amount of money.
no, but I assume like they probably have like book subscriptions now where they just get like the school district pays X amount of dollars to get access to like just like whatever the newest book like it's
Yeah.
almost like a just like oh yeah you have
Why
this
not
kid
give all the
has a
kids a Kindle
yeah
and say, here's your fucking book?
um but
Or,
yeah
like,
I mean
yeah.
I feel like whatever we books I feel like whatever books we had like whatever grade we learned about the planets was still like in that weird era where like depending on like what book you had, Pluto was or was not a planet, and like no one really knew what to teach because like some of the book like kids were being told like, yeah, I get, you know, yeah,
2000. I searched in Google when was Pluto, and it autofilled to like discovered, and the second option was demoted. Apparently, that's how you
2006.
figured it out.
I was like
2006.
9, 10, so I was like whatever grade 9, 10 was. So like, you know, I don't know. Just I guess just a thought of maybe it is more common than I think, but I would assume most paper textbooks, the way we know them, are probably more out of the way than they are
Yeah.
anymore.
That would have been what, like sixth grade for me? Sixth, seven, something? Sixth, I think. I might have known
Probably.
about Pluto by then from school.
I mean, you probably knew about it, but like,
Yeah, I'm saying like through school though. I
yeah,
probably. I don't know.
whatever
Wishy
books I
washy.
was checking out in the library were like decades old. I'm sure like the information
Oh
that
yeah.
was so like, and I guess there's false information. I guess is there some sort of difference between like us reading outdated information and kids reading false information? Do you equate that like if someone's wrong, if
I
someone's
think
wrong,
false information is worse than outdated.
yeah.
At least in my
I mean,
head, it is.
I probably agree with you. Yeah, it's just like every once in a while I see it reposted on Twitter. It's like, man, these
Because
kids these days won't under.
false information to me is made maliciously. You know,
Yeah,
like it's somebody trying to paint their own picture. Or outdated information was somebody trying to do their best and not getting the right answer.
yeah. Because yeah, like I said, I've seen it on Reddit every once in a while, but it's like a tweet being like, these kids these days won't understand how your crazy aunt would tell you a fact about something when you were like 5, and that became your truth until you were like an adult, and you
Yeah,
could
I
like
mean,
realize,
the amount of times I pull out my phone to Google a question that, like, my dad and grandmother will be talking, and, like, out of nowhere, I'll just spit out the correct, truthful answer. That didn't happen 20 years ago. You couldn't do that.
nah, people are just like, damn, this guy know things.
No, I don't. I know how to Google things, and I don't
Damn,
claim to know everything. I just Google them.
damn, you know things, Bruno.
I know things, man. I mean, I do know a lot of things, but Google is my friend. And
Damn, you know
tacking
things.
on Reddit to the end of a Google search is also my friend.
Yeah, but if the Reddit people can't figure it out, I feel like it's just you're just done.
Yeah, because I don't feel like scouring the internet for the answer.
Like, oh damn, and Reddit failed me. Must not must not be real
Dude, it's going to be a sad day when Reddit dies for me.
this year. They're going public, so I'm assuming
That's
it's gonna
that's
get.
the day that it's going to die.
I assume it's gonna go downhill mega quickly. Like,
What's the replacement?
someone makes a new Reddit. It's all about this. It's it's all about getting onto a company and enjoying it before they sell out. And that's what Reddit was. It now, granted, it did take a while. I mean, I'm not gonna be wrong. Like, it's not like Reddit was an
It could have
instant, but
happened a
like,
long time ago.
could have. It kind of did with new Reddit. If we're being honest, like that was the start of. If they would have not let you use
If yeah,
old dot
if
Reddit, you would
they
have been very upset with it a
oh
lot
my
sooner.
god, I wouldn't be on Reddit. Not
I
like I am now.
no. Um, I tried to switch over because I thought the day was gonna come sooner or later, so I tried to like force myself. No, I use the mobile app. It's all the same. It's bad, but it's like usable bad. It's like YouTube. Every once in a while, you get used to the bad UI, and then they change it, and it becomes worse. And you're like, I'm like 10 to 15 YouTube UIs down the road, and it's crazy how they've just all not been better. Like their best
There was
UIs,
one that was better, I think.
I feel like there was no good UIs since like
The
2011.
okay, the really old one transitioning to the newer modernish looking one was a good one, I think.
No, no, you're gonna tell me you liked them not fucking give me the error of people having their own CSS pages for YouTube pages.
Okay, that was kind of good.
You can't tell me that
But it
wasn't
could have
like
been really
peak.
shit too.
Can you Google like YouTube CSS like like profile page? I don't even know how you would describe it to some like a kid. I don't know how you would describe it to someone that doesn't know it. Like your your
I
your
don't know how
page.
to word what I want to find. I
I
want
don't
like a
know either, but it
picture
was
of
like
all of them.
Your page was like CSSable, almost like a
Yeah, you could
social
cut.
media.
It was like MySpace.
Yeah, people had sick ass banners and like they do up cool subscribe buttons and shit.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I don't know how to.
I don't
I don't
just
know
can you
how to
type
get there.
old YouTube page.
Like,
I don't
okay,
know.
this was this right here. I don't know what
That
the
was like
video
my
is.
childhood. That was my childhood.
This was my shit, man.
That
With the
I
big
grew
ass and the green bar, and yep,
fucking.
like this was peak. This was
Let's make a
YouTube.
let's make a lightsaber in the in the likes, boys. Woo woo.
This was YouTube, man.
That suggested page got me through my childhood.
But I think this is what you were talking about. Like you could get in here and mess with all this shit from what I remember.
Oh, it was more intense. Like people wouldn't have like white background. Like everything would be they
Yeah, no,
you
like
would
you could change all the shit. Yeah.
yeah. Um, what's that one? Like pseudo like that. That's probably like the closest. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
Yeah. You could change all the stuff and put your own shit everywhere.
Yep. Um, man, you know, you know what era that of YouTube that was?
The good old days.
When you added machinima to, when you added machinima to every title
Yeah.
because that was the keyword. I don't even really know what a machinima is, but it was a thing.
Dude, I
It was also a
that's one of
channel.
those companies that was like, "Hey, this is sick." Then they went public. Google bought them and burned it to the ground.
Machinima machinima definition. Method of making animated film using software similar to that. Okay, so half the shit we watched wasn't even.
Dude, this
It was
logo
also
right here burned into my brain.
so good. I don't even know if it's a channel anymore. Um, one of the YouTube. If it is, if it's not, it's a sad thing. Because I mean, it was like peak YouTube. Like that was when you got a video on there, you were like going to.
When it doesn't come up in like the first, I think this is it, but when it doesn't come up right away, that's a problem.
I wonder if they like purge content.
They don't have any videos, so yeah, it's gone, all of it.
That's crazy. That's so much gold. Like there was that's just so much like the Noob Adventures. I don't know if you ever do you ever watch that?
I don't think so. I don't remember it at
Can you
least.
click on it just to see if it loads? It was like
So loud. 22 unavailable videos are hidden. It's a
damn.
23 video playlist and 22 of them are gone.
I mean, I guess this one came out like 8 years ago, so not like that long, but like like that one came out over years, but like for the time it was, this was like a good animated like free series you could watch.
Yeah,
It was well done. I don't know. It was just crazy.
crazy.
I almost I almost wanna. I know there are rewind machines. I wish you could like someone would make a YouTube simulated page where like you could just load into 2012 YouTube and like every day like you could relive a year where like it was March 3rd, 2012. You could just refresh and see what page like what YouTube videos were like like came out, which like the view based off like their view count and stuff, like which ones would have been trending or like um and you could just go back and watch what videos were like popular. Was it like a PewDiePie video that was blowing up at like a million? Does the Wayback Machine get me what I probably gets me close, but not like I don't know if it just shows like a static page.
So I came to this because I remember him. This is the slow mo guys,
Mhm.
which is Gavin and Dan
Yep.
doing slow motion video. I know that they were a pretty early video base, like they made shit early, and Gavin's pretty techie when it comes to stuff like this. So I remember him talking about like the old YouTube CSS stuff.
Mhm.
So like I think this is a very done up channel for YouTube from the time.
Oh yeah, I
You
know.
know,
Like
it's got the background and the header and
they moved the subscribe button to the top. They literally like
yeah, like all that fancy stuff.
um. You know what another big channel was? Is it a good idea to microwave this?
Dude, I think I was an early adopter into that.
Do you do you remember there was the episode where the one guy almost died?
Yeah, I would like watched it day of release. The airbag when the door flung at the door, the
And
microwave
there,
door flung at the glass door that he
well,
was scurrying through.
yeah, and it like didn't it like leave a shard or something in the
It popped one of the glass panes.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they tinfoiled a door and said it's for safety.
No, their whole joke was about protecting their nuts with the
Yeah.
tinfoil.
Um.
Dude, I watched the shit out of that way back.
Oh yeah, no, that was, yeah,
Like I think I was in the double digits when I started watching them.
that's crazy. But yeah,
Which
I
like
mean,
that's one of the oldest YouTube channels that I remember watching.
it has to be. I don't know. I don't know if Ray William Johnson was before. I mean, he like was.
When I say watching, I mean like,
I know.
oh, time to check out if there's a video that came out kind of thing, you know?
Jog wheel. The
I
fuck
mean,
is this?
this is the channel.
Oh,
He like did a lot of movie stuff at
yeah.
some
No, they should
point.
just. Honestly, is it a good idea to microwave this? Would be just as successful today as it was back then if they would have just stuck up with modern YouTube making. Like if they were
Yeah,
doing YouTube
probably.
Shorts, if they just made it, if in a short form content, it would be hilarious. Like people would be all over it.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
yeah,
or if you up the production value a little bit, like with a shitty high speed camera or something.
I think they would have if it was they had like at the time even the slow mo guys like they even
They
their
were
camera
struggling
wasn't.
even.
Yeah,
And they were only making that work because he was like borrowing cameras that were decent.
yeah.
Like he was doing everything he could to the the creation
Well,
story for that
they had
channel is
multiple.
insane to me.
They were pretty good at editing. I mean, like in terms of like
Yeah.
editing, they were doing a lot because they had multiple. They had like a mounted camera. They had a couple like
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. He was
they.
doing the shit for the longest time.
It's only hitting me now. Like I mean, it's
The
by
quality
comparison of
that it was
today.
back then.
Yeah, for what you know wasn't no hypercam unregistered hypercam up in the
Yeah.
top left.
No, yeah, he was definitely doing the right stuff. The origin story for that channel is that Gavin wanted a visa to come to America to be with Rooster Teeth.
Was it?
Yeah, like that's the origin story for because it would be easier for him on like the quote unquote celebrity visa
Mm-hmm.
of like being an extraordinary person, I think they labeled it as or something. Like that reasoning was easier than the other shit to get into America to work at Rooster Teeth.
What was
That was the whole reason that channel exists.
Rooster Teeth was big. What other ones were big? I guess it was Creatures. They were big.
They were, yeah.
Minecraft was big.
They were also big, yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember any others because those were the ones that I was like,
We need like a YouTube historian. Like there needs to be a YouTube
I
channel
need
of
to,
like a
I need like, show me my subscriptions and let me drag the year back and see what they were at a different time.
I guess, but I want someone. Oh, that'd be such a market. That'd be such a good channel. It would be such a good channel that you make that you start at first. All you do is do some like softball, like YouTube history things, and then you like get one of the you like convince one of the old like um big names. Like you convince a Ray William Johnson, be like, "Hey, I'm having this YouTube channel. I'm trying to do like YouTube history. You're one of the guys I want to get with," and like start doing some like big title, like not clickbait, but like click inducing like interviews and stuff, where it'd be like talk about this
Yeah.
that. You could grow like. I mean, I love watching the fucking again that one Minecraft server, the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
All that
2B,
dude
two
does is
tiers or
like,
whatever.
yeah, fit MC. All he does is do the history of one Minecraft server, but like the history of YouTube, just like, oh,
Show me
you
what
guys
was
don't.
hot. Like, tell me when fucking Charlie the Unicorn blew up or whatever.
Yeah, tell me that. Tell me like, oh, you don't remember this controversy when
Tell me
this group.
when Old Man Greg was a thing.
Tell me when like this group broke up. This group that you remember and are like is your childhood group, and like they broke up.
Yeah,
Or what was the last? When was the
the
last
last big
like?
thing that they did.
Yeah, like, oh, do you remember? Oh, who was the? It wasn't Seth Bling. It was like the dude, Disco. Disco. Remember Disco from Minecraft? He was the big like Minecraft
I
redstoner.
think. Yeah,
He made like the computer in Minecraft or the calculator in Minecraft back when it was
yeah,
just like
yeah.
crazy. Like, oh, this was the last time he ever uploaded.
It's hard because some of that shit is just gone. Like one dude I remember that I thought was hilarious was Skitscape, but he like nuked all his stuff on
Did he?
all the Minecraft videos. Yeah, like they're gone.
Damn.
So like you can't. You almost have to have memory of it or something.
Sure, someone does. I'm sure
Yeah, it's
one.
just
I'm sure one nerd out there does.
sure. It's just the congregation and gathering of all that information is an undertaking.
I don't know. Someone do it. I don't care. There's
Yeah,
always a nerd on every topic.
absolutely.
I
I
watch
think
some
there's a
dude that
market.
just I just watch some dude that talks about abandoned buildings. All he
I
does is
watched
do
some
deep
dude buy a fucking piece of equipment and run it up a mountain until it breaks.
like come on. I have so many guys that I watch so many people are interested in the most minute of things on YouTube. Someone has to be interested in YouTube itself. We watched some dude camp in a goddamn like what was his last video? Right next to a truck weigh station? Come on.
Yeah,
Come
dude,
on.
don't talk bad about Steve.
I'm not talking bad about Steve. I'm just saying he's like
I know.
in terms of like, oh, Nick, in 10 years you're gonna
What
be
will
loving
people
this guy. His
watch?
name's
Yeah,
Steve. He's gonna be camping places. Like, oh, does he camp? Does he like?
and you're like, I don't even like camping. Yeah, but you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's like
watch it.
I'm like, oh, does he do like some cool, exciting things? He's like, sometimes they build a really heavy boat that doesn't float, and then have to like push the boat down the river, and that's the video you're excited for every year.
I don't know if you watched it, but that behind the scenes video was ridiculous.
I haven't. I really want to though.
It's like the last trip where him and Crazy Neighbor both had their campers. Like
Mhm.
Crazy Neighbor had the RV and he had the little like scamp shell fiberglass thing.
Mhm.
And it's like there's just these like third party shots of Steve frying French fries. And then the time pops up in the corner of the screen, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing frying French fries? It's raining outside. What are you doing?
He didn't fry him one. He like fried him like 3 times.
I know. Look, I know. I watched that one.
Is that normal? I don't know how to make French fries. Apparently,
Double frying is a thing, and people do it. Yes, but triple, I don't know about triple. I don't know about that.
crazy.
At the time that he
Ridiculous.
was frying them, no way in fuck I'm doing triple fry French fries.
No, he's just sitting there like, oh, crazy neighbor sitting inside. Oh, I filled this up too much. Oh, it's really windy. This is not safe.
It's raining.
Um, yeah, let me, let me just let me hit a.
Dude, peak Steve memory for me is still when he was at that like flag interchange thing by the highway, and he gets out the stove and the stove explodes in his hands basically. Like
Just like
whenever you say Steve, that's the memory that pops up in my head. That and the little sandwich.
little sandwich. Um,
Sandwich was the size of a fucking softball bat.
I don't know. For me, it's just like all the dumb meals he has. Uh,
And every time he spills one of those dumb meals trying to show it to the camera,
oh yeah.
peak
Oh,
Steve.
Linus Tech Tips. I mean, from what they are now and what they were, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I mean, he literally just was the.
Sometimes I
It's
think
more
they
me.
lost a little bit of the magic of what they were, though.
Yes and yes, yes and no.
Yeah,
Because like what they were is what they were was magical because it seemed reachable to you and me.
yeah,
But they were striving to what they were what they were trying to do was what they're doing now, just with less money.
yeah,
But the ideas were all the same. It's
yeah,
just they can accomplish like they had the one junkyard war where they had to water cool their junkyard PC and Linus was in his old or it was his current neighbor or his old neighbor or it might have been the neighbor of the house that turned into like their house for
yeah,
things. Had a CNC machine, so he was sitting with his neighbor like CNCing out a water block and like was there something magical about him randomly like petitioning his neighbor to use the CNC machine to like do that? Yes. Is it like the idea that he was like trying to CNC his own water block and now he has his own like high quality like I don't know. I think they've definitely grown, but they were always trying to act like they were what they were now.
yeah. And I think that they've done it more gracefully than most. Like,
Yes.
I still think it's a decent, even though I don't keep up with it, I still think it's a decent channel nowadays.
I go in spurts. Literally I'll like
Yeah,
not
me
watch it
too.
for months. And then I'll one day like watch I'll see one that like catches my eye, I'll be like, "Oh, what's this about?" And then I'll be like,
Oh, what have they done recently?
"Well, this is my new personality for the next week."
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah. I'm just like going through to see if YouTube recommends me anyone old. Rhett and Link were pretty old.
I've been watching
Uh,
Northern Line forever too.
he's been around for a hot second. No one else is sticking out at the moment. But was lockpicking lawyer old? Or was he like somewhat newer and he just like caught on really well?
I think he's somewhat newer, but he probably was around for a while.
Yeah. But anyways, on that topic. But yeah, back to Reddit. I don't know, someone will make if Reddit truly becomes that bad, someone will make something different. We'll use that for a number of years and then we'll move on.
Yeah. I could almost see like somebody like a redditor being like, "Fuck this new place. I'm gonna make my own," and
It's
it catch on.
100%. Or like someone will see like someone will be like, "Oh, if we just make a Reddit now and we get people hooked on what they really want, then we can sell out later and make like it's just a time game. Get enough people
Yeah.
hooked."
But that's the
Um,
thing. I need the user base. You know,
yeah.
I I go to Reddit and can get to some pretty obscure places. You know, like I'm trying to think of something right now, but like if it doesn't have the user base, it doesn't get that. You know.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no. That's why.
Like,
Um.
how am I gonna watch Grapho draw for 1,000 days?
Yes. No, I get it. I love. Um. I have. It's not Reddit, but like um. For Pitt Sports, it's not like the biggest sports team. It's not like the biggest college. It's a very niche thing. I have one for like panther-lair.com is like a YouTube hosted, like not YouTube, a Yahoo hosted Rivals like it's
Mm,
Rivals, but then it's
yeah,
on YouTube or Yahoo,
yeah,
and it's a community that one journalist kind of like moderates, and it's where a lot of boomers talk, but it's a lot of there are some younger people on there, but it's just like a lot. It's like the closest thing to like a pit subreddit with like normal people that like I can see daily discussions on stuff.
yeah. And you don't get that without people.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Oh, I had a side tangent. I feel like. Oh, I was just gonna make it like I'm waiting for the next thing to hop on that golden time. There's nothing I want. There's nothing I want more back than like fucking 2018 TikTok where I just get daily compilations of like 45 minutes of videos. Just like
Yeah.
every hour someone uploads it.
Or like the next PUBG.
Or yeah, just like next PUBG where we dump hours into something dumb, pointless, and fun.
Yeah. Speaking of dumb, pointless, and fun, Sons of the Forest is not a disappointment to me.
No, it's not. It's a good game.
I like
It's
it.
about as much story as the last one. It's
Yeah?
about they'll probably refine it more, but it's about
Yeah.
as much story as the last one.
It's about as much jank as the last one.
Has I see people argue it has less content, and I'm like, it like does and does not. I'm like,
I I don't know if I'm there for the content, to be honest with you.
in terms of like items, I think it's missing the ice pick, and that's about it.
But they gave you guns.
But yeah, but they gave me guns. They gave me a shovel, which wasn't a part of the old one.
Correct. Shovel was not there.
They
Golf club,
added golf
as stupid
club.
as it is.
There's multiple axe options. There
Speaking of,
are
next time we play, remind me to start digging holes everywhere. Because I
okay,
remember pulling up, like, materials once with the shovel.
okay.
Like, I dug and dug up tape.
There's new crafting. Oh, there's a crossbow. There's compound
Compound
bow.
bow, crafted bow, and crossbow. That's pretty good.
Like, there's definitely more stuff.
Yeah. I hate the inventory screen sucks.
Yes.
I'll say that.
The enemies, they're not as weird as the first game. I'll give it that. But they like are unique. They have different armors and they have different types. So I will give them that they didn't just make one enemy and like copy paste
Yeah,
it.
I agree. And I don't know if we've seen everything yet either. Who knows?
I don't know if we have, but I feel like I don't know. Like, where's the multi-armed dude? Like, I feel like the scary
I feel
boys.
like there was a little more variety with the
Yeah.
big bads last time.
Um. It's a solid game. I think it was a better release than Kerbal Space Program 2.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know how you make a game with less content that runs worse and looks worse,
Yeah,
and it's
I feel
way
like they
better.
should have just released a late DLC.
I don't, but like, well, of what? They didn't do anything new. Nothing's new. They just reworked some menus.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have rather seen them make a late DLC, been like,
Also, no
yo,
multiplayer, which
look
was
at
like
all
the
this
big
new
hype of
shit.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were supposed to do
I've,
multiplayer. They were supposed to. They were. That's why they made a new game was because they had to rework the engine to figure out how to do multiplayer.
okay, that's a reason for a new game. But where is it?
It's not. Because you have to, I mean, the mods did it, but it's like multiplayer in that game's weird when you have time skip. Like, you can't, like, either someone has to skip a lot of time and no one else skip. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. It's hard to stay synced up, for sure.
Um, but yeah. Uh, so yeah, I have maybe like 20 hours. What's my hours at? Sons of Forest. 20.7 hours.
I've got 18. I think you had one session with other people that I wasn't there for.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I was expecting to play this with more people instead of just you, to be
No one
honest.
got on. No one wants to play.
I know.
They were all so excited to play it, then they just never did.
No, her was so fucking pent up trying to play this, apparently. I didn't even know he was buying the game. I didn't know anyone was buying the game. I was confident in you and Burry buying the game. That was it.
Yeah.
And day one, like 4 hours after release, I look on Discord and he's playing the game.
It's a
Couldn't wait
horrible
for the
game for him,
boys.
though.
Terrible.
He has no attention span.
Like, to get him through a cave and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta round him up, get him in a cave, and then say, no, you can't leave yet.
Stop running. Yeah. And he is like the second. Out of all my friends, I've played the game the most. Out of all I have 10 people that own it. I'm the most.
Um,
So maybe I'm skewed. You're
I
second.
have I have 10 people that have played it, one that owns it, and 6 that wishlist it.
Yeah.
And you are number 1 with her in number 3. Her has 13 hours in this already? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Good for him.
I think you are almost done with it.
I think we could be done pretty quickly if we wanted to.
I think the big question, well, I don't
It
know,
depends on how much we want to do.
I've seen people on the subreddit build some sick structures.
Yeah, like, do we want to get tech armor for both of us and get fully decked out? Do we want to, do we want to go in fully kitted to the teeth, or do we just want to finish it? Like, that's the way I'm looking of, like, what do you prefer kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't,
And
I've
that's where we stand.
Cause it's like we're playing through now, and our save will probably not be good when they do a couple big up. Like I want to play it now and then just wait for it to get all their like big updates they want, and then whenever
Yeah.
we feel like,
And I would play with other people in
oh, I'd
between,
hop on with
but
other people. But like
I
I think
definitely think
like
there's another playthrough coming at some point.
whenever it leaves early
And we're
access, I'll probably be
starting on the
like,
fucking east side of the map.
we can't. We
Oh,
need
we
a
need
key
key
card.
cards.
Yeah.
You're right.
You said it the other night, and I'm like, oh, 100%, this would have been great. And then it hit me that like we needed the one key card, which means you
Yep.
have to get a shovel, which means you have to get a rebreather, and you have to get spear
So we kind
or
of did it
the.
right, huh?
It's what that's why all the spawns are on that side of the island.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. They need to add more. Can you can you just Google Sons of Forest map? Thank you. The top one. I don't know what map genie you've been using.
Yep,
That's the
this
one I've
one.
been using. The top right and the bottom right is so fucking bare. Like they need so
Yeah,
much. They need,
it is a little. I mean, the bottom right is a lot of water involved, but there could be something here
but like, why would
probably
you ever go down there?
because you want to see it. And I'm saying I think that this is somewhere that we have not been, but I'm not
Maybe
sure
yeah.
because I know we've been here.
Yeah,
'Cause this
maybe
was
that's
that
what I'm
bullshit
thinking of.
cave. This is where we spawned right there. I think we're just missing that one cave.
I just think like the south
Like if I
part.
go like this, and where's caves? Cave entrances? Like we've been to this one, we've been to this one, we've been to this one. Those were the last couple that we did. This one we were at previously. We were
There's
definitely at
no
all
caves in the top
these.
right.
And these ones we were too. 'Cause that's a food one. That's the one with the rebreather, I think. So I'm pretty sure that this is it. This is all we're missing.
Yeah. But yeah, give me something at the top right. Give me something at the bottom, like bottom right, bottom left. There's just nothing.
We could have spawned right there by Jellyfish Lake.
Hell, we're gonna. I want that fucking spawn.
That's a good one.
I want that one.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm excited. I'm excited that they might add some good stuff later. There's
I feel
probably
like
gonna be
this
solar
map.
panels.
Also, I think this map has been evolving too.
Yeah.
Because there were not this many icons on it last time I was on it, I don't think.
No, people are adding stuff.
Yeah, so maybe they're just not out here that much yet. Maybe that's why it's so barren.
Yeah. Also, could very much be. I don't think there was something we found that wasn't listed that like um I like I was like, oh, didn't say it was this didn't say it was here, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But anywho, you you, you know what time it is.
What time is it?
Uh so there's this mix. You're gonna hear me out. There's two friends. I don't know their names, but there's two friends.
I know one of them's named Eli.
Eli and Andy. I
Now I'm
don't know their
thinking,
name.
what is the other guy's friends? What's the other friend's name?
Two friends. Um,
Matthew, Matt, and Eli.
I would have lost. That was like a trivia question. I would have lost it.
Yeah, I knew one. I didn't know the other.
So, lucky number 12, 13. Sorry, not 12. Um, I'm still conflicted on this one.
I've I also have some conflicting opinions.
I think my score will make it seem like I really liked it, but in reality, I think it was very bland.
Really?
Like it was very forgettable. But I think my scores are gonna make it seem like it's a lot better than like as sums of a whole. I think it was a. I think like the parts were very good, but when I think of like re-listening to it, I don't. I would listen to it, but I think it wasn't like anything that's special to me.
Okay. I'm gonna say it again. First 20 minutes was a banger.
I I thought the whole I was pretty. I didn't feel it dropped off at any points for me.
Really? Okay.
I thought it had a lot of moments it shine. I thought it was off and on with it shining, but I thought it was pretty consistent the way through.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe I need to listen
and
to it again.
no, I just I re-listened to it a few times and like I like the beginning, but then I also like some parts in the middle. I think it had
Yeah.
enough in some parts that I like didn't just say, "Oh, this is completely dropped off."
Yeah. I felt like the middle was tapered down into the middle and then back up again.
But
But that's just
they
me.
hit
I
some
don't know.
banger songs in the middle.
They did have a couple good ones. Yeah.
Intro was it was Eminem, but it was like just Eminem. Like, am I reviewing the Eminem song? They added like an
I
extra.
I don't know cuz I really liked the intro.
I do, but like I just like the Eminem. Like, what do I
Now I got
say?
to listen to the intro again cuz I
I mean,
thought it
they
was
added
like
some.
cuz I'm about to give him like a really good score, I think.
Okay, I mean you can. It's a good intro, but again, it is just an Eminem song.
But then like how long do you listen to it cuz you and your bullshit Lion King intro last week.
You're right. And it transitions well into like the next
That's what
part
I'm
of it.
saying. Like
But like they didn't revamp they didn't like I don't know. I don't know. I'm very conflicted on it again. Like it was just an Eminem like I like the Eminem song, but what does that get me as an intro?
it was 30 seconds of Eminem and then they started putting shit into it.
So yeah. What did I give last week?
Was Lion King last week?
Yeah. Maybe I should
Hmm.
have been harsher on Lion King. I don't know. I'm giving it a 7. What is yours? A 9.
I'm giving it a 9. I really like this one. I was like, damn, I forgot how good this was.
It's fair. Like I
And
said,
I might be stretching the terms of intro, but I really enjoyed the start of this one.
maybe I liked maybe I liked last week better because the transition to that Post Malone song, I think a little better. I don't know. Sound
Maybe,
clips,
you
I
know?
don't feel like I heard like any, to be honest with you.
See,
There was
okay, I
there
had
was a
something.
there was Drake and Josh, but it was part of like they just did like the Drake and Josh like they did a Drake and Josh song, then they did like a Drake and Josh clip, so I didn't know if it was like part of the song.
Okay, I don't remember them, and I probably should have been writing them down or something. I'm starting to feel like they're more relevant. Like, I understood them and was like, hey, that's funny, you know?
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's timing, like, based on where it was, or if they're picking different stuff, but I felt like I was getting into it now. I think they're better.
You think they're better?
I think they're better. I'm gonna give
I
them a
think I'm sticking with a
7.
6. Sticking with a 6.
You may stick with your 6. I think that they
I
were better.
I've had a lot of 6s. I think they've like I feel like they get better from here, but they're all just saying like good enough. 6 is like my good enough rating, I guess.
Yeah. Like I'm borderline saying 8 even.
Oh,
Like I remember listening to them and hearing some good ones.
I was trying. I was working out when I was listening to it predominantly, so maybe I was just missing
Yeah,
it
I
more.
was busy doing some stuff too. So
Um, Song selection, I was torn. Let me. Sorry, I know. Oh, there was someone in here I wanted to reference. It was maybe Katy Perry. I was like, oh, she's in there, but I don't know if I heard of Taylor Swift.
yeah, I don't know either. I gotta look.
Track list. Eminem,
Swizzles here twice.
Logic, Clean Bandit.
We got lots of Taylor Swift.
Was there?
2 songs.
Damn, Blink 182. Ah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Eminem, Ed Sheeran. Oh yeah, look what you made me do. I think it's the acapella, to be honest with you. Sometimes that throws me off
And
so
it
hard.
might throw you, yeah. I think they're trying to not Discord again. Discord. Why did my Discord crash again?
One more night. Need Flow Rider.
Well, I'm back.
Hello. Wiz Khalifa. DJ Snake. Mm. I was like, uh, they
I
did
really
throw
need to
Ocean
reinstall
Avenue in
Discord.
it. Oh, they did have some bangers. I was so torn on a 7 or 8, and I still don't know what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm so torn on a 7 or an 8. I don't know. What was my highest? 8. They'll put this at like, yeah, no. Put this at a 7. This is a 7
This
because
is a 7.
I think I'm gonna be a little generous with flow. I don't think I'm gonna be generous to both. It's
I'm in the same boat. Like I don't know if it should be a 7 or an 8.
it's like right there and like um
I'm gonna put an 8 and see what that comes out to be and how I feel about it.
because I'm definitely going with flow as an 8 now that I did song selection. I thought it flowed really well. Obviously, you think it dropped off at time for like after the 20
I don't
minutes.
know if it was like,
I thought it flowed
and it might
pretty
just
good
be
at
like
times.
it might not be the flow. I think it might be like the vibe of the mix. Like the first 20 minutes was hype. The second 20 minutes was like, yeah, music. And then
Mm,
the third 20 minutes it was back to being kind of hype and like finish off strong.
yeah.
I think it flowed well.
No, you know,
Like
I,
hmm,
I think it flowed. I think it. I think they're flowing in a. I think they figured out flow. Like I don't. As long as they don't like fuck it up, I think all the flows are gonna be high rated from now on. 'Cause I think
I
there are
might
very
give it an
few.
8. This might I think this is dethroning 11 as far as score goes for me. I thought it was really good.
I I thought it was good. I think. I guess. I guess it makes sense to my thing. It seems bland because it like when I average out all the scores, it ends up being the same as the other ones, and it didn't wow me. Didn't it? Just was more of the same, I guess, for me, and that's I think very reflected in my scores.
See, like I think this one did pretty good. It didn't wow me with the songs as 11 did, because I thought 11 was great personally for song
This,
selection.
no, this is why I'm doing it. I'm like,
I
no,
know, and I'm just kind of voicing what is in my head.
it's interesting when you quantify them all out, like
Yeah,
how you think one is better, but when you like when you do the math, it's not better, but like when you do the math, you're like, well, this one's just a better mix.
I think this is my first like solidly great mix, is what I would say. Like
It was
11 had a reason it was good. It was like, hey, it's the Office intro, which is just I, I can pick it up at the first beat of the intro. But then it's like, they got really good songs in that one, you know. This one's just like nothing was like super wowing, but it was just solid across the board, I think.
I guess, and like I don't know, cause like, and it's interesting, cause like if you asked me to pick between 7 and 13 to listen to again, I might tell even though 7 ranked 5.5, I think 7 wowed me enough that like I would pick 7 over 13.
I feel like we might have to come back to these and be like, yo, listen to these again.
Yeah, I definitely am gonna. I think when it's all said and done, I'm gonna like have a list of them. I'm gonna like have a list of like the like fringe ones and just like try to re-listen to them and like
Yeah.
reevaluate my scores.
And it's hard because I keep like I feel like I reference the one I'm listening to the one I just listened to
What's hard? I
because
mean,
it's what's in my head.
we're 13 weeks. We're almost 3 months ago since we started the first one.
Yeah.
We
And it's
went
an
to
hour of music. Like I
yeah,
listen to music all the time.
it's 13 hours. We're up to 13 hours of music of Big Booty Mix we've listened to.
Yeah, but I'm saying like out of any day, I probably listen to 4 hours of music probably.
Crazy to me. Just getting nowhere near that number. I just don't. All
Maybe
these
I'm
guys.
exaggerating a little bit, but
No, no. I
it's
mean, like the
definitely up like guaranteed 2 hours every
no,
day.
like yeah, and
Easy.
that's not. It's just like the Discord guys that like fucking listen to all their
Oh,
music.
I
I
can't do
don't
that
listen.
though. I can't do it. They listen to music playing Counter Strike. It blows my mind.
Like when Madeline
Or
and I
like
had to drive out.
Tarkov.
Yeah, no, Madeline and I had to drive out to Pittsburgh at like a couple Tuesdays ago. Um, uh, I didn't no music for the 4 hours in the car.
Okay, I can't do that.
I can. I don't need it. I can literally just sit there. I don't need it.
Yeah, I can't do that. As
If I'm
like
in if I'm
the
with in the car with
moment
her,
I'm in the
just sitting.
car.
I put some stuff on the way back because we were doing the same trip in the same day. But like we went that whole way just kind of like talking, no music the whole time.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
music is just
I
not.
would do light music in the background to be able
Nope,
to
I just
talk.
don't need it.
But like, whew.
Don't need it. our trip to fucking Finger Lakes. I mean, we had Critical Role, but like that just
I
like
mean,
silence of sitting there and
that's
like
yeah. We said like a dozen words to each other the whole trip, like 4 hour
I
drive.
yeah, I can just do it.
Could you imagine if somebody else that wasn't like in our Discord circle was in the car with us?
They'd be like, "What the fuck are these guys like?" Is this?
Like, why aren't you guys talking? What's going on here?
It's like I talked to him enough.
Like, how long would it take for? And it's like, you're telling me you haven't seen this guy in 10 months, and you're not even talking to him in the car? What do you mean?
I think my like joke response would be like, "Oh, you telling?" I'm like, "Oh, this won't be the first time Bruno and I sat in silence for 4 hours."
But in all reality, we do that a lot.
Yeah,
4 hours is a long stretch, but
when this very rarely is the Discord dead for 4 hours straight that you and me would be on at a time.
yeah.
But like 2 or 3 hours.
But some of those like Fridays that no one's there, or like a
Oh my
random
god.
Thursday.
Oh, we got fucking Hockey Friday. Don't expect everyone on until like 1 a.m. where they're gonna play four ARAMs in a row and then just be like, I fucking hate League. Why do we play this game, bro? Why are we so
See you
bad?
tomorrow for more League.
On at like 10 a.m. playing another ARAM. Weekend Discord's disgusting. Everyone gets on for like 2 hours in the middle of the day, and then everyone just sits in here AFK for like the rest of the day to like after dinner.
Or not ever coming back.
Oh yeah, never. Yep. Um,
It do be like that sometimes.
it do be like that. Um, uh, oh, I was gonna say, oh, I just looked in your extension thing, and I was like, oh, Bruno got dash lane, but no. Can you just hit it? I'm curious, like what it look. Does it look like? Oh, it is just the normal thing. Okay. I shared a password with Bruno via my password manager, and it made him download. I mean,
Yep.
made you make an account.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
I don't know how to handle it because it's a little annoying because it's more whenever I get to a password field, it's like, "Hey, use your fucking password." It's a big window that pops up. I don't use it.
you can just disable it.
Can you?
You don't need like you don't need the extension. You could just log into your account now and find
Can
them.
you? Okay. I
Yeah,
might just do that.
like
I
you
might.
only would need to get into it when you needed to log into something.
But it would be nice if I could just be like, "Hey, don't try an autofill. I'll come to you when I need you." That's what
Yeah,
I
go
would
to the
love to
setting,
have.
hit it.
There are none. It's
There's no
like
settings.
it's like a fucking enigma, man. There's
There's
nothing.
nothing. Oh,
I can pause autofill per website, but it's like
oh,
all
there's no.
websites.
Yeah, just disable the extension. You don't even need it. Again, you can just like log. Like you can just go to like Dashlane and log in.
Yeah, I might have to
Like
just
open.
throw a bookmark somewhere and kill it.
Yeah,
I'm
I think it's
surprised that
taking you
it
into the.
logged me. I think this is the extension.
Yeah, but you don't need it. Like,
Yeah.
it is just an easily. It is just a web page. So you'll need it like once or twice a year maybe.
F1 TV logs out pretty quick, I think.
Does it?
Yeah.
I guess just for that, or throw F1 TV in its own browser and just put it in its own browser.
Yeah. I mean, or you could just give me better access so I can throw it in my other manager and forget about it. Unless you change it, and then I can go back in and get
You
it
can throw it
again.
in your other one. You have
I
better
need.
access to it to copy.
Oh, you did give me that. Okay. I didn't know if you gave it to me for both of them or not.
Yeah. Um, I think it's a better password manager, but
No,
yep.
it's good. And if I wasn't into Bitwarden already, I probably would have followed you. But Fuck changing now, dude.
Should be decently easy now. If you truly wanted to, it should be better now that you have them all into like a real system to
I
import and
know, but
export
it's a
them.
lot. It's a lot already, man. It's how many do I have in here? I have 88 logins already.
Just export them as like a CSV and then import them.
Work.
Because you have MFA, that's when it gets worse.
Nah, I don't. I don't have a lot of MFA, just on certain things.
Well, okay, the MFA that like it's like
I
TOTP one time passcode,
no,
where like you get like MFA within the like thing itself.
no,
All
I don't
my
have any
MFA
of
is
them.
like on my phone, like just like texting. Um, free VPN.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not sold that it's a great VPN yet, because it was behaving a little weirdly to me,
Was it?
but it works, so it should be fine.
It has the features like the auto kill. It has the stuff. It has like,
It's it's weird though with the kill switch.
is it?
Yeah, like it doesn't fully block out my network.
Oh.
It's like if I force close the application, like end the task in Task Manager,
Mhm.
it kicks back to my normal network card.
Gotcha.
So like I don't know if I trust it yet, basically is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Got to get
So
back on that Nord train then.
I don't know that that was the greatest either, to be honest with you.
Which one would you hop to?
I've heard good things about Molvad, but it's also more expensive, and free is a whole lot better than that.
True.
So I think I'm just gonna make it work.
Make it work. It might be support or like not support. We might find some people talking about it on like their subreddit or something like that.
Yeah, might just
It's
look
been
at that.
around for a
So
while. It just was bought out by another company. I've had it for years. Maybe like 2015. I've had a subscription with them from.
really,
Yeah, 2015, 2014. And that's what I was like paying
like it
for it.
doesn't seem bad, and as long as
No, it did the job for what I needed, just being able to throw on a VPN on something.
yeah, I
Basically
think
just
that
school
my
networks.
use case is just different, and
Hmm.
it doesn't have quite what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Like for instance, Nord, they had options that there was no other internet access ever if
Hmm.
the VPN wasn't running. To the point that sometimes it couldn't connect the VPN again if it dropped.
Gotcha.
They also had like, hey, if the VPN ever shuts down, it kills these applications, which was a
Uh-uh.
feature that I liked. But you know, different things. They should all work, so it's no big deal.
Um. Well, hopefully it works out for you.
Seems like it
Uh.
should.
Yeah. What was the other thing I had?
By the way, I tried to find answers to our bingo.
Yep.
I couldn't find an answer sheet to the bingo. The dude that made it
Did
didn't have
the
one.
do we have the post of it? I thought
I
that guy.
I
I thought the
found it earlier, but
I thought the user typically posts the results in like the
yeah,
comments.
I found him and it wasn't there.
Oh. Hmm.
Slightly annoying, to be honest with you. Um, was it this post?
I saw they posted the newest one for
Oh
this
no,
weekend.
that's Brazil bingo.
Brazil.
Um,
Post
was it this
this guy.
post? Preseason bingo. Yeah, like this is the one, right?
Yep. New.
I go to him. Like there's the preseason bingo post, and he's got shit for answers.
Uh. Oh, it doesn't seem like he.
He does something like there's a new bingo, and he's
Yeah.
got a Google form to like put what you
It
like
looks like this one
checkbox
was more
what
for
you're
fun.
saying. Yeah, just I want the answers.
Oh, I know. I guess I mean, I know this. I know he got pretty serious with them. That's why I thought it would be fun. But apparently he was just doing this one for fun, not actual like
Yeah,
tracking. Um, but I know that one like it is like a decent competition.
yeah. Well, what can you do?
Oh, I guess you can't do the predictions because you're not on new Reddit. I do the F1 predictions.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't see them.
I got 27,000 out of 300,000 last year.
Really?
Yeah, I just went an all in on Max all the time.
Fair.
I lie. I went pretty hard on Ferrari at first, but then I learned that was just a mistake.
Yeah. If I
Who would
didn't
win
have to
this
go
Grand?
through 6 menus, I would play the clown nose, but
Who is
it's too
gonna
many
win this
menus.
Grand Prix? Verstappen, Max bet, get those coins back. Um. So yeah,
It's race week.
yeah, race week.
It's exciting.
It's
Get back into
it's
it.
yeah. Tomorrow's supposed to be 60 degrees. It's a race week. It's gonna feel like summer. Not really,
Oh,
but
we
like.
might be able to check out our like what kind of stuff they have with practice. We might be able to see like all the
Mhm.
interfaces that we can use.
I'll be watching on Friday morning.
Hell yeah.
I love it's like a good way to kill my Friday morning at work.
Just to have it up.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Sounds
two
like a good idea.
1 hour segments. Easy enough to watch. Easy enough. I like that I can throw up. At least with this, I can watch. The reason I wanted F1 TV is because I get to watch my team the whole time versus the main
Yeah,
feed where I
you
never
can
get
get
to see them.
your specific information.
Now, if I was a fan of the top three teams, I don't think I would need it.
Yeah.
Um, even if I was like a solid midfield, like McLaren is gonna get like view time. Alpine's gonna get view time. If I was an AlphaTauri fan, maybe some,
Yeah.
not a lot, but not Williams. Except when they want to be like, oh, look how bad they are, and I'm like, okay, guys, let's not just like say something nice. Um, but anyways, you got anything else?
Nope, I don't.
That's okay because that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays on the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.